Ladies and gentlemen, the boy is back in the house. Yay! Welcome, Ed.
Hello.
Welcome back, Ed. Woohoo!
Good evening. Nice to see you guys. I'm not sure how long I'll be able to make, but I wanted to make an effort for the audience and say hello to everybody. And I've had some amazing comments and messages from people, and you're all wonderful.
Fantastic. You take any time you need, mate. You know that we are here behind you every step of the way.
100%.
Well behind you, pushing you forward slowly.
My friends and family are keeping me going at the moment.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Without them, I wouldn't be anywhere.
Yeah, no, that's cool, mate. That's cool. That's excellent. Right, tonight we have a loaded program, and we are going to dive into it because the world, as you know, isn't getting any freaking better.
The world
really
is.
isn't.
I know. Am I allowed to curse? The world is a bloody shit show. I tell you.
It's.
Right.
I've been. I mean, to be honest, I've spent most of my time ignoring the world because my own personal life is a bit of a shit show at the moment. So
Don't blame you, Ed.
I'm focused on myself, but I'm still lurking on Twitter, and I still see Trump's stupid messages and stuff. So I'll sort of go on Twitter, do a bit of scrolling, and think, nah, screw that, and then I go back to my movie.
Excellent. Johnny and John on the Vertical chat. Good to see you, John. Haven't seen you for a while. Remember, I'm streaming every night at the moment at 9 o'clock. Every night, digging into different aspects of our shitty society. And on Monday night, shameless plug here, on Monday night, I'll be doing a deep dive into digital ID and what it means, who's benefiting from it. Hint for a step, it's not you. And what the main players are and what they're up to. So we'll go into that.
Oh,
right.
Can I just say, I'd just like to give a big shout out to Journeying John, who is looking after me at the moment. And he's doing an amazing job of taking care of me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Journeying John.
Yes, well done, JJ. Excellent. It's good to hear that, mate. Good to hear that. Kaka's Corner will be here. Right. So the chat room, well, good evening, chat room. Oh, he's a lackey. Yeah, I'm sure he is. He says you're well fed regardless of what you tell us. So good evening to Ray, Frankie, Nectaridus. Hi, Nectaridus. Haven't seen you for a week, but hey, hang in there, mate. Shanty, Ed the Techie. I don't know who the fuck that is. Julie C, Dreadeye. Good to see you guys. Good to see all you guys. Come on, don't be shy. There's 15 people on horizontal stream. There'll be people on the vertical stream. So don't be shy. Join in. And if you're new to the game, you don't need to do anything other than subscribe in order to get into the chat. There's no waiting period after that. Hello, Vaughn. Good to see you as well. Right. Okay, let's crack on. Let's get into it, as they say. Oh, good grief, where are we? And we have to, with deep regret, have to inform you that Bill Shatner is not dead, despite reports. No, we love Bill Shatner. Well, I love Bill Shatner. I don't know what you guys think. I think he's fucking fantastic.
This literally happens at least once a year, where he gets reported as being dead, and he goes on Twitter and says, "Look, I'm not dead.
I'm here."
And that's a cracking picture behind them. I'm just wondering if that's the Enterprise.
Maybe it could be a boat called the Enterprise. That would be quite au fait.
No, there was a boat called the Enterprise.
Oh, was there? Oh, okay. I don't know
yeah.
about these things. So,
because was it Jean-Luc Picard had it on his in his ready room? He had I'm pretty sure he had all the photographs of all the Enterprises. But maybe we're getting a bit geeky for some of the audience now. Is the bat left still there? I can't quite see it in the view that we have.
Yeah, the bat left's still there.
Yeah. Was it Jean-Luc Picard that had all those photographs, or was it? No, it was.
Yeah, no, it was. It was Next Gen. I think it was Picard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Right. Okay. So great to see Bill Shatner still with us. Moving on. The White House. I'm sending a copy of this letter to the Secretary General and demanding an immediate investigation No wonder the United Nations hasn't been able to do the job they put in existence to do. President Donald J. Trump. And he's going on about his escalator where it gets stopped, his teleprompter where it never started until about, what, 30 minutes in. His interruption by a Portuguese interpreter around about the 44-minute mark. It was a shit show. And in my view, it was pretty cheap, you know. I mean, the guy, regardless of what you think, regardless of your politics, the guy's the president of the United States of America, and he's representing 300 or 350 million people. And you guys are playing stupid fucking pranks on him.
Oh, it's like, how old are these people? Like 12?
I know, it's so
Exactly.
pathetic. It really is.
It was. I thought it was pretty poor show indeed. I mean, obviously Trump's going to make a big deal out of it because he's Trump, but there are other questions that we'll go into shortly about Mr. Trump because he's making some weird decisions just now. Not least was, and probably not a bad decision, was signing the well, he signed this Gold Guard one, which offers expedited visas for $1 million. But what he also did was he put a cap on the H-1B program, wanting £100,000 for each visa entry. Now that really puts the cat amongst the pigeons when it comes to all these, all these big companies like Microsoft and Amazon and all that are bringing in stacks and stacks of people from India. Because if you look at how many come in from India, 320,000 from India. That's
mad.
A lot. Yeah. All on the H-1B visa program. That's crazy.
But isn't it also, like, I'm guessing that it's not all going to be those types. It might, like, chef in the whatever, cook in the Taj Mahal curry house down the road.
Yeah, but most of them will be techies. Most of them will be techies.
Well, I don't know. I'm just guessing.
And India seems to have this inflated opinion of itself as some fucking technological wizard shop that's just pumping out, tech bros that are brilliant. But really? Are they? I mean, I've worked with Indians and I found them a struggle. A real struggle. And I never put them in the best and the brightest bunch, but hey. Who can say? Oh, you've got stacks of them here, generally, John. I mean, all the major banks use nothing but Indian programmers. And then you wonder why all the major banks have issues with their tech systems. It's really difficult to work with because of the, and I assume it's the culture, because of the culture, they'll tell you what you want to hear, and you'll say, when will this be ready? And they'll go, when do you want it to be ready? And I go, well, I want it to be ready yesterday, but when will it actually be ready? And they'll say, like, it'll be ready tomorrow. And you'll come up tomorrow, when will this be ready? Tomorrow. Yeah. Fucking useless. They spend all the time on Googling code. You don't do that, Ed, do you?
No, although I've been known to in the past.
Well, I think you've got to at some points, but I'm pretty sure you managed to deliver a product, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Always.
So anyway, that then led to Operation
Leave America?
No, Operation Clog the Toilet, right? Because, yeah, so all these guys that were due to leave got off the plane, right? I mean, there was a plane in Atlanta or something when this broke, and something like half the plane load got off because they were all heading back to India for a holiday. And they all got off because they didn't think they'd get back in without having to pay $100,000.
Oh, okay.
Right, so they got off the plane. And then all the people that are on holiday in India on their H-1B visas are thinking, well, we better get back before the deadline hits, which was like 24 hours later. So 4chan come up with this Operation Clog the Toilet, where they set out people to book all the flights from India back to the States. So the prices, it ended up, they were charging $4,500 for an economy ticket from India to the States.
God.
Because there was none left, they would all been booked. And then these guys were just going back on and fucking saying, oh no, cancel, and cancelling them out. Absolutely mental. Oh. Oh, that was good. Right, where are we? Where are we next? Marco Rubio is beating this chap who's the head of Syria, remember? Because we deposed the actual head of Syria, you know, the dictator, didn't we, Ed? We get rid of the dictator.
Yeah, well, we just replaced one dictator with another dictator, and this one happens to have a proclivity for chopping heads off.
and it's not, that's not hyperbole, because the dude actually filmed himself doing it when he was doing it for ISIS, you know? And that doesn't make it right. I don't know how you can actually deal with these people.
Me neither. I just think the whole thing is so sick and twisted that you couldn't make it up if you tried.
Yeah. And well, that's right. Lucky Charms says a head chopper in a suit. He used to have a very large bounty on his own head. He did. In fact, I think the US had something like a $14 million bounty for his arrest. And here is now Marco Rubio, who is what, effectively their Secretary of Foreign Affairs or whatever, shaking the dude's hand. That's crazy.
Horrible.
That's crazy. Oh,
I tell you.
I tell you. What would I tell you? So, after meeting Zelensky, Mr. Trump says NATO should down Russian jets breaching any Ukrainian or allied airspace, right? And he's also announced that he believes, after meeting Zelensky, that Ukraine can retake all of its own territory, and seems to believe that petrol is unavailable in Russia, which is patently false.
Has he lost a few marbles or something? Because that's not like what he said a few months ago when Zelensky was sitting in the office getting told off, sort of thing.
It's the whole thing. It's just too bizarre for words. I mean, what is Trump, a mushroom? Is he just sitting in the dark and he's just being fed on poo-poo?
Well, that's what I was going to say, Ed, because, I mean, he seems to be only as good as his last, the person that had last whispered in his ear. It's crazy. So, next, a Ukrainian OnlyFans, this is where your money's going, people. A Ukrainian OnlyFans model has won a major tender to supply anti-drone nets for the Kherson region. Molly May received a state defence order worth 6.3 million, whatever that is. I mean, it looks like a disease. About 120,000 euros. That's just crazy. For an OnlyFans model to supply anti-drone nets, 120,000 euros. 26-year-old Molly pictured. Real name Natalia Bolshevik. Or Bolshevik or something.
The whole thing is just a massive scam.
That is? There's Shalini reevaluating our life choices right now. Have you hit your mute button again, doll? Women in tech. Talk to me. No, can't hear you, darling. Can't hear you. Oh, John the Cannibal, as crazy as asking your local's landlord to provide PPE. Yes, you're true. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, we can hear you now.
Stupid earphones.
Stupid earphones. Don't touch them. Just let them sit there. Oops, what am I doing? Right, here we go. Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper has said Russia is goading NATO into war. This opens the door to direct armed confrontation. So she's talking about them overflying allegedly Estonian airspace, I think. And it turns out that Estonia seems to think that its airspace includes the grounds or the sea that are its fishing rights. Now, I don't know if that's right or not, but there must be a path up and down the Baltic that Russia can fly up and down, surely. Because that's one of the few ways they can actually get out, and they take their ships up and down there, so I don't think fishing grounds equates to airspace.
Well, it's just the Estonians being difficult twats and the British government egging them on. I mean,
Yeah.
This whole notion that the United Kingdom could go to war against Russia and have anything happen apart from getting its arse severely handed to it within about 24 hours. I mean, it's a joke. It's like our military's little more than a joke. And the political class is worse than a joke. So just the whole thing is absurd. It's just, I mean, they sit in the United Nations and they just chat nonsense.
They do. And you see, I haven't got a slide for it, but Australia's making a bid to get a seat on the Security Council.
Hey.
Oh, why? I don't know. I mean, Australia's just too far away to be relevant to anyone. It really is. Because Latvia doesn't have an air force. Neither does Estonia, I think. But anyway, let's move on. There's a danger that Switzerland will become the target of Russian air raids with missiles or drones, because Russia is already testing Europe and could also target a neutral state like Switzerland in the process, says Bernard. Ex-Air Force chief warns of Russian test air raids on Switzerland. These guys have lost their marbles. Nobody's interested.
Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody's interested in Switzerland. Just bug off. Goodness.
Russia has an interest in invading Switzerland now. That's a new one, yeah. I mean, where the hell does that one come from? It's incredible.
Well, Switzerland should have just bloody stayed neutral, dickheads.
Well, yeah, they should have, yeah. They didn't join NATO, though, did they? Or did they?
No.
No.
But they basically imposed sanctions on Russia, and Russia said, right, you're not on neutral anymore.
Well, they're not. They should have stayed neutral. You're right. Austria stayed neutral, didn't they?
I think so.
Because I don't think Austria have imposed any sanctions on Russia. Anyway, which is kind of ironic when you consider who came from Austria and started all this shit show in the first place.
Indeed.
Anyway, moving on. In Romania, meanwhile, the two tape brothers are just standing in the fucking pouring rain.
Give me a bucket.
They're
just so gay.
Point of that, like, seriously.
These guys are so gay. They should just come out. I mean, they should just come out and say it.
Just
fucking
losers.
Unbelievable. I tell you what, though, Tristan's better built than what's his name? What's the other one called? Andrew. Aye. But what a pair of fucking pillocks. No, you
just
know
look like knobs in the rain.
Yeah.
Knobs in the rain.
Meanwhile, in Kaka's corner, so it cannot be that Russia accidentally violates 3 times in 2 weeks European airspace. Russia is testing European borders and is probing our resolve. It will continue to provoke as long as we allow it. Kaka. She doesn't have any solutions, though, other than shoot them down. Which isn't going to work.
She's an unlimited liability.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how can you get to be like the EU's diplomatic lead, and that is what you pick? How? I mean you put that up against Lavrov.
I know. It's just a joke. The woman is a walking, talking clown.
Yeah, she is. She is. And she wasn't finished, because she then went on to say, we've just wrapped up the Foreign Affairs Council, joined by ministers from Brazil, Mexico and India. The message to our partners was simple. The EU is a reliable actor. Well, you can give that message all you like, but your actions don't show that, do they?
No.
We support multilateralism, easy for her to say, free trade, and a world grounded in the UN Charter. Well, you don't promote free trade because you're in a fucking trading bloc. That's not free trade, is it? It's only free trade if you're in the EU. Yeah. What where do these what's multilateralism? What does that mean? Hello, Bumblebee. Any ideas?
Well, multilateralism is basically code speak for rules-based international order, which is code speak for the West says jump and everybody else says how high.
Yeah, basically. That's about it. Meanwhile, in Estonia, which is where Kaka's from, isn't it? Estonia will transfer all its Air Force fighters to Ukraine, despite the fact that Estonia doesn't have any Air Force fighters. The important thing is the very fact of the transfer, not the number of planes available, said the country's president. No, it's fucking not. If you're in a war and someone says, I'll give you all my planes, but they don't have any planes to give you, the important fact is they're fucking yanking your chain. That's the most ridiculous statement I've ever heard a politician make. That's better than anything that's come out of the UK. We'll give you all our planes. Thanks. How many have you got? Oh, well, we don't actually have any planes, but we would have given you them, you know?
And it's more important, but it's not, you shouldn't worry about the fact that we don't have any planes, but what's important is the fact that we want to give them to you.
Yeah. And the UK wants to emulate their digital ID scheme. What?
Yeah, the one that's been massively, like, hacked.
Yeah.
And all people's info is probably, all people's identities have probably been stolen. Oh, just get lost.
The point I made today on that fine platform known as Twitter, right? Or X or whatever you want to call it now, was that it's fine. If you forget your password or your password gets hacked, you can change your password, right? But if your digital ID system, if your country's digital ID system gets hacked and they get access to your biometric data, that's you fucked forever, because you can't change your fingerprints or your retina scan or your face dimensions. You can't change any of this shit. And nobody seems to be aware of that. It's fucking unbelievable.
Well, they just, it's all about control. They don't really care about the consequences.
Yeah. It is all about control. Of course they don't care about the consequences, Ed. When has the government ever cared about the consequences? Damn the consequences. Oh. So apparently Russia has threatened to nuclear strike on the UK, Oxford and Cambridge named. A senior Kremlin advisor allegedly warned that in a full-scale war, historic cities like Oxford and Cambridge would be singled out, calling it a sin not to destroy the UK. I'd like to realign those targets. Bradford and Birmingham, something like that. Why take out Oxford and Cambridge? What have they ever done to you?
So how, I mean, senior Kremlin advisor allegedly warned. I mean, they just make this shit up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's made up shit, mate, because let's face it, if they're going to take out any cities, it's going to be London. And it's going to be it's going to be the two big data centres in London. And then it's going to be Portsmouth, Rosyth, and the Holy Loch. Because the Holy Loch's definitely going, and that's only 35 miles away from me. Right? But that's got to go, because that's where we keep our nukes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's where our nuclear submarines
Didn't
are.
actually realise we had any that actually worked, but there you go.
Well, I think 3 of them are in dock at the moment. So I think one's on patrol. I might be wrong, but that's where they are, and that's where they're kept. So they would go. I don't believe it's called the Holy Loch anymore. I think we're back to our British name of Vaseline. But yeah. So I've been in there because my dad used to work in there and used to be able to go into Navy bases in the old days. Like, I've been in Petrivy. That's where I saw the map that shows you where all the nuclear targets are in the UK. From our intelligence services put all the marks up where Russia's going to hit. And I even know where the hidden stockpile is on the west coast of Scotland. That's that's secret, so I can't tell you. It's secret.
You should watch out. The Russians will come and kidnap you and start
Yeah.
torturing you for information.
If we don't see
bring it
if we don't see John on stream on Monday, we know the Russians have got him.
I'd love them. I'd love them to kidnap me from here. That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? The best result ever. And they'd be going, why is this guy grinning all the time? Russia didn't post the places we might target, you idiot, Ray. Our intelligence got it from them. They didn't post it. That's way back in the 80s, mate. This was a while ago. Anyway, world-class journalist spills beans, admits the mainstream media is completely fake. I've been a journalist for about 25 years and I was educated to lie, not betray, and not to tell the truth to the public. Well, we kind of know that anyway, don't we? We kind of know that. And so this German guy's come out, and he's not telling us anything new, is he?
No.
No.
Not at all. I mean,
Not
it's
at
rare
all.
for someone in that position to come out and say stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is this dude retired?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Lucky Charms says he was he killed?
Oh.
Some years ago. I hate that word, unalived. I mean, come on, we're meant to be adults, aren't we? So that guy get killed. That's interesting. I might have to do a deep dive into that one. That sounds like a rabbit hole worth pursuing. Right, next we have Singapore will recognise the... Oh, here we go, into the Middle East. Singapore will recognise the state of Palestine when it is an effective government that accepts Israel's right to exist. It must also categorically renounce terrorism. That sounds fair, right? It sounds a fair premise to take. Unlike the West, Singapore seems to have some common sense. Don't reward terrorism. Simple. Yeah, okay. PM of Palestine. We want a modern democratic state founded on the rule of law, pluralism, transfer of power, equality, justice, and the empowerment of women and youth. Have we slipped into an alternate dimension? Have we?
I don't know. I think so.
Well, I think we definitely
My
have.
life
mate.
feels like it's in an alternate dimension all of the time.
Yeah, I can imagine. Do you have that I'm on the inside looking out feeling?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I fucking hate that when that happens. You know, and you think, ooh, why am I looking at these things? I don't know what's going on. So anyway, I think we have definitely slipped into an alternate dimension because today I find myself agreeing with Emma Watson.
Okay.
Emma Watson on the Israeli-Gaza war says, this duality created where we don't seem able to care about the victims of terrorism and care about the genocide that's happening in Palestine at the same time. And we've been banging on about this for how long, Ed? Since it started.
I have to say I agree with Hermione about this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with Emma Watson. I'm agreeing with Hermione. She's right. She's fucking spot on. And how come it takes some fucking knob like this, who's normally a woke little shit, how come it takes somebody like that to be able to sit there and say it? I mean, we've been saying it, right? But nobody watches us, apart from you guys. Yeah, I know you guys watch us, but you don't count. Well, it's not that you don't count. You count to me, but, you know, you don't count in the grand scheme of things because there's so few of you.
Keep digging, John. Keep digging.
Yeah, I love you all. Give me money.
Yeah, hang on. Nectaridus, have you not done a donation?
Well, there hasn't been a donation all week, actually. I should be turning the adverts back on, shouldn't I? He normally drops me something on a Friday. He's maybe giving
Come
up.
on, guys. Even a £2.
Yeah, even a £2. Give us a £2. Even Shalini's begging for me now. Bloody hell, look how bad things are. Shalini's on the case. I think I'm going to start Patreon as well. Because I don't know if you don't like using Ko-fi or something. Although, Ko-fi's good. But apart from that...
Ko-fi-averse.
Ko-fi-averse, yeah. Right. Israel says it will boycott all diplomatic relations with those countries who have recognised Palestine. Fair enough. Netanyahu puts it out there. That's what's going to happen. Emmanuel Macron says, we recognise Palestine. Fucking robotic Starmer goes, we recognise Palestine as well. The guy's voice just doesn't. It rips my knitting. What is wrong with his voice?
I can't listen to him.
Are we sure he's not a robot?
I think he is a robot. I think he might be a poorly executed one at that. So then Israel, well, obviously Netanyahu was flying to the UN, so he had to fly to New York. Israel's going to close the UK consulates in Jerusalem and the French one, right? So bye-bye, go home. And other countries that recognise Palestine may also be removed. And then French says, Macron offers an olive branch. He goes, you can fly over France on your way to New York. And Netanyahu goes, no thanks, I'll make alternative arrangements. I would have done what Netanyahu did in this instance. I'm not saying that I would do what Netanyahu does in other instances, far from it. Don't want to be called a Zionist again. Imagine calling me a Zionist. What do you think of that, Ed? Imagine somebody calling me a Zionist.
That's utterly absurd.
Yes. I could probably say I was against all Semites. Couldn't I? I could say that. But most people aren't intelligent enough to understand that everyone that comes from that area is a Semite, more or less. Right, so that's nearly finished me. This guy from Scotland. He started in Glasgow. Glasgow to Gaza. Wheel to Gaza.
Wait, what? Sorry, say that again. What?
Wheel to Gaza. He's sitting in a wheelchair. He's going to wheel himself to Gaza. And he's stopping at all these places on the way and giving people spoken word, Arabic folk music, and live DJ set, right? So they're trying to raise money all the way from Glasgow to Gaza. This guy's off his trolley.
He's off his chair, you mean?
He's fucking nuts. Wheeling himself to Gaza. I don't think he's got legs. What are they? Are they like sticks? He's sticking out the bottom of his. No, he's not got. Oh no, that's just the wheelchair bits. Yeah, but he doesn't actually have any legs below the knee, below lots of things. Anyway, that's the kind of people that hang around my part of the. Ooh!
Oh, Nectaridus?
Yeah, Nectaridus.
Ooh, Nectaridus.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Trip Hazel says he's against Yosemites and Klondikes. Fair. That's fair. Why not? Right, Ursula von der Leyen. We will set up a Palestine donor group. She's always on the make, isn't she? Because look what she wants to do. Any future Palestine state must be viable, also from an economic point of view. And we Europeans will set up a dedicated instrument for Gaza's reconstruction.
Aye.
I.e., we want a piece of the action. We want to build it back and you pay us the money, yeah. Gaza must be rebuilt. Yeah, she's grifting. Aye. Fucking grift.
Grifting.
Grifting the night away. I don't think Israel will be paying anything, Ray. I really don't. That's like saying Russia's going to pay, well, I'm not going to go into it, there's too much. Google admits censorship under Biden, promises to end bans of YouTube accounts of thousands of Americans censored for political speech.
I'm shocked to tell you. Not.
Shocked. Fucking ridiculous. I mean, we knew it was going on.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. It is. I mean, Ben got his account banned, remember? And he got it back, but that is ridiculous. But there is no free speech in the world, really. There's free speech up to a point, but it doesn't. Yeah, not hiding your channel. Well, there's a point, right? But I can't complain at the moment. So touch wood. We'll see how things go. But at the moment, the channel views are on the up. So, and they're on the up week after week. So we'll see how that goes. Super Typhoon Gaza killed 14 in Taiwan, and now it's hit Hong Kong, and then it's on to mainland China. So it's causing a ruckus over there. Super Typhoon. You know what they'll blame it on? No, not Russia. Climate change.
They'll probably figure out a way to blame Russia as well.
Yeah. Hatchie says prepare for a complete social meltdown. Yeah, I think you're right, Hatchie. I think there will be a complete social meltdown, especially if Starmer continues on his course for his digital ID. Right. We were talking about immigration last night, and here are the first 3 people, the first asylum seekers to come here legally as part of the one in, one out deal.
It's just so stupid. It's not one in, one bloody out. Do they all think like we're thick?
It's ridiculous. And this little slide down here shows you this guy bailing out his house as the floodwaters roar by. Now there's nothing to stop the water going into his house, yet he's bailing it out. That's basically what our one in, one out deal means. It's completely ridiculous. It's not effective, and you know, I had to say to the Home Office again today, stop fucking bandying about this 35,000 returned figure, because we're still like 25 to 30,000 in the hole for illegal entries just this year.
Oh,
it's crazy.
And then yesterday, okay, you know those really you know those weird demonic-looking Labubu dolls? Then the Home Office is tweeting about how
Whoa, you're jumping the gun. You can't jump the gun. Jump the gun.
Sorry.
You can. I'll let you talk all about it when we get there.
Okay.
So,
I didn't say anything.
So Mr. Merz has decided that Germany will stop buying US weapons en masse. Germany will instead focus on European arms, strengthening strategic sovereignty and giving a boost to the European economy. Only 8% will go to American weapons. Well, I don't think that's going to work very well, because, you know, you battle tested the Leopard tanks and they didn't do very well. Oh my God, maybe they're going to try and build more of those long range missiles. I don't know what Hatchie's on about. What are you doing, mate? Santa Ana is in number 10. Yeah, okay, I get what you're reading now. So yeah, Germany's lost it, because I don't think Germany's got the infrastructure to ramp up their industrial capacity at the moment, and they certainly don't have the energy if they stop buying Russian oil, which apparently they still are, and Mr. Trump's not happy about that. So here we go, digital ID. So Mr. Starmer,
good grief.
Mr. Starmer, I can't call that clown sir. In fact, I don't even know if it's human. I think you might be right. I think it might be a robot. Ray, that was a good point. Referring back to the Germans, can you make weapons with no power? Good point, mate. You know, what's happening in the world? Oh, gas and oil are going to get really expensive. What should we do? Oh, we'll close all our nuclear power plants. I just can't believe that.
The whole thing is just it's just absurd.
Mm-hmm.
We just go from one absurdity to another.
Indeed we do. And this is a dead cat strategy, because Cellini, who's the guy that's behind the McSweeney?
It's McSweeney, and prior to today's announcement, but we all knew that, you know, if anyone was going to bring it in, it would be under Starmer's, you know, his premiership or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah.
But matey boy McSweeney has been up to dodginess, as we all know. And what's been in the media and on X all week, and now all of a sudden, oh no, it's all gone. There's no such person as McSweeney, apparently.
But this whole digital ID thing is his think tank's idea.
Yes, it was. Yes, that's right.
Back in July of this year.
Correct.
So not only did McSweeney create the problem that he's now trying to cover up by putting forward his own idea. This is the very epitome of a dead cat strategy. It's exactly what it is. Digital ID to be made law for all adults in the UK, blah, blah, blah. Proposals, the government's latest attempt to tackle illegal immigration. Bullshit. Illegal immigrants already get a card. They get a fucking asylum seeker's card.
Yeah.
So what difference is digital ID going to make to them?
Absolutely.
None.
Sweet FA. And kudos to Black Belt Barrister, who I'm sure a lot of you watched. So I watched his last video, which was a few hours ago. And he was kind of saying, obviously, his opinion that it might not be lawful. So obviously, in terms of data protection, GDPR, obviously it goes against Article 8, right to privacy. And who would be like, like one of the things in to do with GDPR and data, who would be held accountable if there was like an issue? Who's the accountable person?
Yeah.
And
Who's the data controller?
Also, no, as I said, it's a clash with the Article 8. And he said, oh, he thinks somebody will challenge it in court. And then I was thinking to myself, I'm like, who's going to challenge it in court? Well, that's what Black Belt Barrister was saying anyway. So if you want to go watch his latest video, that you'll
yeah, but surely something like some of these organisations that are already there, and I'm not. There's organisations like Stop Common Pass and all that. I'm not saying they've got the capability of doing it, but there are other organisations like them that do the same sort of thing, so they could probably do it as well. In fact, David says judicial review won't be good enough. Someone would need to go to trial. Yeah, see, it is going to cost money, but then again, if Black Belt Barrister does it pro bono, that might help.
And like how we talk about, like, people changing their opinions and seeing things slightly differently. So what I've noticed in the last couple of months, obviously, especially with a lot of what we would call the two-tier justice and stuff like that, I've really actually started to notice with Black Belt that he's starting to see things a little bit differently, like almost kind of like he's having his own little awakening as to what's going on, and that's a good thing. And I'm hoping, obviously I'm not in work, so I'm not with loads of the normies, so I don't know what normies are saying, but I'm hoping this might be a thing that might budge the rest of the normies to kind of realize, oh, hang on a minute, I've got a national insurance number, I've got a driving license, I've got a passport, why the hell do I need a digital ID? So fingers crossed.
Yeah, exactly. So he said it was an admin error, McSweeney. Yeah, that's like
it was father. What?
He said it was an admin error. He forgot to let people know about the amount of donations he was making to
that 700 and what was it? £740,000. Yeah, admin error. Yeah,
the money was just resting in my account.
I've got an admin error. I went to the shop the other week and I forgot to buy bloody washing up liquid. That's an admin error, not 740k pounds, mate. Good grief.
Could have been worse. You could have forgot the toilet roll.
Oh, no, that would have been worse. Vaughan would have sent me back out to the shops.
I'm glad you realise your position in the household. Vaughan would have sent me back out.
Yeah, he would have.
Vaughan the misogynist. So with Jeremy Corbyn, what the fuck is happening? Here we go. Alternate universe number 2. Jeremy Corbyn, I firmly oppose the government's plans for compulsory digital ID cards. fuck's sake, I'm now agreeing with Jeremy Corbyn.
But this is the other thing. What Keir doesn't realise, he's actually unified everybody in the whole country, because you've got Greens, you've got the woman who was in your party who's not in your party anymore, all the load of the pro
Is that
Pani lot.
Sultana?
Even the Lib Dems are like, we're totally against this. It's like nuts.
Yeah, well, that's what I said, Johnny John. I think it is a dead cat. I think he knows this is going nowhere, but it's a fucking cracking dead cat distraction, isn't it? Because, like Shalini said, he's got the whole country talking about this, and nobody's bothered about McSweeney. So I shall be calling out Mr. McSweeney on Monday night. So tune in. He's running scared from Burnham. You think Andy Burnham's got a chance to take later leadership? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know much about it.
The problem with Andy Burnham, and whatever he's called, Mayor of Manchester,
yeah,
he had something to do with keeping a certain thing covered up, to do with what happened to young women all across the country.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Apparently, allegedly. So who knows?
And you've got to give Rupert Lowe fucking kudos for this one, because he goes, I will do everything in my power to fight this. You know, the digital ID cards. Tim Stanley, knob of the week, says he literally has no power. Rupert Lowe, I'll do what I can as an MP to fight against digital ID. There's no need to be a dick about it.
Brilliant. Oh, brilliant.
That's classic. That's he's getting up in my estimation as well.
I know, definitely.
I like Rupert Lowe. Always have done.
Yeah. So do I.
I don't always agree with him. There's certain issues I vehemently disagree with him, but I fundamentally like him and respect him. Yeah,
well, he's come up in my respect stakes with that one, I must admit.
And tell me, what other MP donates their monthly salary to a local charity in their constituency?
Well,
what other MP does that?
True.
None of them that I'm aware of.
It's true.
Good bloke.
Right, moving on. Don't verbal me, says Anthony Albanese. He got pretty testy with a reporter from the Noticer. The Noticer, when she asked about how other world leaders like Macron appear to be able to just call President Trump on his mobile for a chat. Did you see that one? When Macron was going to the UN and the New York, the NYPD had shut down all the streets, all the side streets for his motorcade. And Macron gets stopped in the side street.
Oh, did he?
And he's out asking the cop what the fuck's going on, and the cop's saying, you know, and he goes, I shall phone Mr. Trump right now. And he's on the phone to him. God, hey, Donald, hey, let us through.
That's hilarious. Is that actually what he did?
Well, allegedly. I don't know if he actually made it. I mean, it looked like it, and I thought, is this AI? Is this fake? But then, you know, it certainly looked like it. The guy behind's laughing, so I don't know if he's either fucking set it up as just a joke, but he certainly appeared to be on the phone to somebody. And he's going, could you let us through? It'd be cool if he had Donald's mobile number. He might well have, I don't know. But yeah. Right, according to Bridget Phillipson MP, there are a small vocal minority on social media who are trying to divide us, and Labour needs to claim the flag back. Hold on a minute. Hold on a fucking minute. It's not Labour's flag.
It's the country's flag, you moron.
It's the country's flag. And what makes a country? Not a government, the people. It's the people's flag, not the fucking government's flag, so they can get to fuck. It's not their flag, it's our flag.
Yeah, but these people are so fucking out of touch that you just wonder how, I mean, it's is it any wonder that the country is in the shit state that it's in with morons like this running it?
Exactly. When a public figure like Farage begins to peddle wild conspiracy and grotesque exaggeration, from migrants eating swans to hinting at unknown harms from paracetamol, it reveals a troubling approach, deliberately feeding fear, confusion and distrust. Some will fall for those. this is mainstream media coming back at Farage, who foolishly tied it down to migrants are eating swans from our royal parks. He should just have said are eating swans, because they fucking are.
Yeah, they are. Because I've seen so many threads on X with loads of like videos. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And we've seen them eating. Well, we've seen them catching seagulls, certainly.
Oh, good luck eating those.
Oh, I know. Oh, God.
I've never tried them, but I've heard it's disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. Oh.
I'm just, they're bottom feeders, aren't they? They really are.
Stop.
Did you see that one in London that gobbled down a rat hole?
Yeah.
Yeah. They are disgusting creatures. Anyway, moving on.
On quick before everybody gets sick.
Yeah.
Throws up all over their laptop.
I didn't get any sleep last night because I found out my boyfriend wants to vote reform. Now, was that because she was so excited and was jumping his bones? Oh, God. Shut up, John. Shut up, Jardine, John. That's disgusting. He can't have tried that. He can't have. He's not eaten one of your seagulls, has he, Ed?
No.
Oh, he's not fed it to you, has he?
I don't know whether he's tried seagull before or not. Maybe he has, but he hasn't eaten one of mine.
Soldier says, Labour's flag is red, white and twat.
Good one.
That deserves to be up on the screen.
Oh, yes.
One soldier. Yeah. Oh, no, good grief. Jardine John says, long story, but a storm in the Orkneys in the late 70s. Jesus Christ. Cut off from the mainland, mate. Cut off from the mainland. Oh. Right, moving on. Have you seen the ostrich farm standoff? No, have you not seen this? Right,
oh my God, have I missed something?
Yeah, you've missed something. This is big. So 400 ostriches in Canada on a farm. Now, the government want to kill them all because of bird flu.
Right.
But none of the ostriches are showing any symptoms of bird flu. And the people on the farm are saying, look, they're not sick. You can see they're not sick.
Our birds.
Yeah, exactly. But they won't let them test them to see that they're not sick. And they said if you... Trip Hazard says, ostriches can't flu. Yeah, that's right. But if you test them, you'll get fined 200,000 Canadian dollars per bird. That's fucking ridiculous. How can you fine someone for testing a bird to see if it's got flu or not?
Canada's lost the plot.
Yeah, Canada has lost the plot, mate, completely.
Well, they've got another globalist in charge, haven't they? Mr. Mark Carney. He
Oh,
was
Jesus
previously
Christ.
the Bank of England guy.
Canada's done. In fact, I'm going to do a deep dive into Canada next week
What's the plot?
because Canada's done. Canada's going to split up. I guarantee it. Within the next 2 years, Canada won't be Canada anymore, because Alberta and the rest of the states that actually produce stuff will be independent, or Alberta will be a US state. I mean, Alberta's already signed a 1 million barrel deal for oil with America and didn't go through Ottawa. They ignored fucking Ottawa. So Carney's lost it. He's lost control, and the country will split. So back to the ostrich farm in British Columbia is now under the protection of an Indian tribe. See, that's quite smart. Which has issued a cease and desist order to protect the birds and land. If it's understood correctly, now that the tribe has issued this protection, they must be consulted for any decisions going forward. So that's going to delay things anyway.
Very smart move.
How is Carney's not an immigrant. Carney's a Canadian.
No, he's not.
He's got multiple passports, though.
Yeah, but he has a Canadian, isn't he? Yeah, he's not an immigrant. I don't think he's an immigrant. He was an immigrant when he's fucking leading the Bank of England because he was here. He's not British.
I thought he was I thought he was American, but then as Vaughn keeps telling me, I'm useless with accents. So
no, I think Carney is Canadian because certainly when he was here as the head of the Bank of England, I've always referred to him as a Canadian. Trip hazard. They just want the feathers for the Christmas do. Yeah, for next year's Pride, no doubt. Right, moving on.
Before we move on, I think I'm gonna have to bow out, guys.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm struggling a little bit, and I'm really tired. So,
well, you've been
here
for.
I went on for longer than I thought I was going to.
You've done well,
lovely to see you. Yeah.
You've done well.
It's nice to see you guys too, and I hope the audience enjoyed it. I haven't really been able to say very much, but it was nice to see all your faces and stuff. And,
it's great to have you. And
thank you, and I'll be back again soon. And Shalini, thanks for keeping my seat warm for me.
No problem.
Cheers, guys.
Right,
and everyone have a great weekend as well.
Cheers, Ed. Take care, mate.
Cheers. Yeah, you too.
See you later.
Bye.
Right. That was lovely of Ed to drop in. Really appreciated that. Let me just, me being a tiny bit of a narcissist, let me just adjust my...
So how long has this whole thing been going on with this ostrich farm then?
Well, it's been going on all week.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
So hang on, so is there some like native Indian land round there or where the farm is or what?
Yeah, there's Canada's like America. Canada's full of fucking Indians, or was full of Indians as well before we took over. So you ever been to Canada? No.
Yes, I have It was a long time ago, John. I was a lot younger.
Right, you never.
It was actually the west coast of Canada. It was really nice. Actually, it was beautiful.
Well, that's where BC is. That's the west coast. So they've got totem poles and all that all over the place.
Yes, I did see a totem pole while I was there.
Yeah, so obviously these guys have been smart and have jumped on this and taken control.
Because all they'll probably do is they'll probably swab the flipping ostriches with some stupid thing and it'll be like, yeah, it's got bird flu or whatever the hell they're supposed to have.
Yeah,
we're going to have to cull all your ostriches. Yeah,
well, they haven't even done that. They've just said we're going to cull them because we had bird flu here last year. And, we can't tell if they've got it or not. So we're going to assume they've got it, so they're dead. That's what they're going to do. That's just crazy, in my view. Right, your audio's gone again, darling. You'll need to turn your... Oh, I think it may be back on. Talk to me. No, not yet.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. What's happened? Does it just time out after a while or something?
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to consult the owner.
The owner. Right. Yeah, we'll see you again soon, Ed. We will do, mate. We will do. Paul Armstrong, good to see you as well.
You're a bit late, dude. I keep a roll, I do note these things.
You'll be in Shalini's little book.
You'll be in the bad book.
Yeah. Not Paul Armstrong, Ray said this started pre-summer. Pre-fucking posturous, mate. That's what it is. It's pre-posturous.
For goodness sake. Well, how about these people just all feck off and leave them alone?
I know, it's like you're trying to run a business and these people just come along and shut the whole fucking thing down for no reason whatsoever.
We think your ostriches might have bird flu. Oh.
Yeah, we think you've got 400 ostriches there and they might have bird flu, so I'm going to kill them all. Fucking retarded. Right, moving on. Fat activist, and I don't think that's a description. I think she's an activist of fat, but she might be fat as well. But anyway, Ozempic is a pill to make sure we don't exist anymore. This is genocide. No, it's not.
You don't have to take it, dude, or dudette.
Yeah, exactly.
You could go on a diet, do some exercise, go on a fast,
The guy across the road, is on Manjaro. And he's not that fat. So I don't know why they're just lazy bastards, aren't they? People are just lazy bastards. They're not prepared to put the time in.
It's convenience.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like with all these Deliveroo and Just Eats. Oh, it's convenience. No.
Mm-hmm.
Make something yourself, you lazy feck.
Indeed.
Okay.
Serena Williams calls out a New York hotel for cotton plant decor in the corridor. Now, the guy's got all while wearing a blonde wig, but this was a video. And she picked a bit off it. And I'm like, and she fucking picked it. Case closed. She's a cotton picking fucking...
Say nothing, say nothing.
I'm saying nothing. She picked it. Case
Certainly did.
closed.
Uh-oh.
She probably doesn't have any idea of the irony. Picking the cotton off the cotton decoration
Oh,
that's meant to be
lordy,
a cotton
lordy.
plant. Oh,
Lordy,
good
lordy.
grief. I could not believe it. I was like, that's a given, isn't it? It's just, that's a gift. It's a gift. And then we have the Liberal Democrats with this
Oh, I saw this
clown.
video. Why is he such a twit?
I don't know. Is he trying to attract some kind of English eccentric voter? But surely these people like died out in the 50s and 60s. These are the people that made Carry On movies. They don't exist anymore. And yet he's still parading about like this kind of freaking lunatic. I have no respect for this guy whatsoever. None.
Either.
Yeah, he might be having fun, but he's a twat. He really
he
is. And it's a pity Ed has gone, because this was right up his street. Black South African podcaster is now calling for apartheid because diversity is too difficult. Right? So this guy is saying we can't live together and we need separate states. Maybe one for the whites. One for the blacks and one in the middle for people who want to be cosmopolitan. That's fucking... He's wanting apartheid back. It's mental. Yes, so I am correct. I hope I'm correct, because the chat room have confirmed that John... fucking Mark Carney is and always has been a Canadian.
I thought you were. As I said, yeah, I'm useless with accents.
Yeah. It says, yes, that is properly mental, isn't it, mate? Fucking hell.
That's
It's absolutely, you should listen to the guy. It's incredible. He's like, maybe we just need this and this. And I'm thinking, that's fucking apartheid. That is apartheid. Except it's even better because they're not even going to mix at all. They're going to be in different states. And only the ones that want to mingle get to mingle in the cosmopolitan. It's like fucking Hunger Games or something, isn't it? Oh, jeez. I can't believe it. And then...
I want to live on a farmer's code for... Okay.
It's good for I want to get away from black people. It's just... It's wrong on so many levels and probably right. I just don't know. And then we have this clown, Matthew McConaughey, right? Matthew McConaughey says he wants a private LLM, a large language model, AI, right? Fed only with his books, his notes, his journals, and his aspirations, so he can ask it questions and get answers based solely on that information without any outside influence. Dude, that's called your brain. Fucking hell. That's sad. You should have that in your head already. Moving on. So the story was black student, 11-year-old, disarms white classmate with gun to save his school, gets expelled and treated like a criminal instead of a hero in Lansing, Michigan. It appears that the middle school was unconvinced by his story of, "It's not my weapon. I took it away from a school shooter." No, I will not tell you who the shooter was. It was a long time ago. That's very dubious. That's a dubious tale indeed, is it not? A very dubious tale. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Boom. Bill Gates.
Is he still alive? Come on.
Yeah, he is. Because
Another
of climate
one.
change, a lot of farmers aren't able to grow their crops. No, Bill.
Bug off, Bill.
It's not because of climate change, because let's face it, CO2 is a prerequisite for growing crops, and the more you've got, up to about 2,500 parts per million or 4,000 parts per million or something like that, the better as far as crops go, right? What you'll probably find is they can't grow their crops because of Monsanto, because they do some very dubious stuff with their seeds, don't they? But we'll not go into that. We'll move on to this, and Shilini, you can take the field here.
Oh, as I blurted out earlier. So there's these weird dolls called Labubus, which, as you can see, they're really bloody weird. But they're this whole new trend. Don't ask me why, because the dolls are like really weird. But there's loads that are being made of counterfeit. So Border Force are finding and stopping counterfeit bloody Labubu dolls, but they can't turn around some bloody boats in the channel with a load of illegals. Now, somebody tell me, what is more important? Crappy knock-up Labubu dolls, or flipping illegal migrants trying to get into the country? I ask you.
Well, obviously, stopping the many choking hazards and toxic chemicals that could be in these very dangerous dolls is much more important than stopping the potential and actual terrorists that have been discovered to have been coming across illegally. So obviously, the people aren't really that much of a priority, are they? No. They are pretty ugly, aren't they?
Yeah, they just look so weird. Ugh. If anybody wants to know more about these, I'd never heard of them. Vaughan, for some reason, managed to know what they were. Anyway,
I think that's because Vaughan is what you call a pervert.
No, he's not. Don't be mean. But if you want to know more about these weird Labubu dolls, I only found out about it because of Bering's wife, Sugar Tits. So she did a video about Labubu dolls. So
whose wife is called Sugar Tits?
Bering. He's a guy on YouTube whose avatar is a bear and his missus is a bear.
Jesus Christ.
I sent you the video, John.
Oh, yeah, right, okay. Do these people pretend to be bears or the furries?
No. That's just their avatars and how they do their YouTube channel.
Right.
They're really funny though. They're Aussies. They are really funny. It was Vaughan who introduced me to them. They're very funny though, and they are hilarious.
Okay.
Their videos are really good. They're definitely worth a watch. So it's Bering and Sugar Tits, and they're both.
Amazon
good.
Fresh. So Amazon Fresh has failed. All 19 remaining UK stores closed. Experts blame dystopian concept that stoked fears of Big Brother surveillance. So that's handy. They've all shot. and then Starmer introduces digital ID. Yeah.
Oh well, whoops.
Yeah.
There used to be so when I used to work in High Street, near High Street, just off High Street Ken, they had an Amazon Fresh store there. So lunchtime I'd walk past it. There was hardly any people in there. You might see maybe 1-2 people, but it's just so weird. It's too creepy. All the cameras. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, it sounds a bit dodgy. I don't think I like that. I don't like going into Tesco or anything like that because they've got cameras. You know, big cameras. Your voice is gone again, darling.
I haven't done
anything. No, you're back.
I haven't done anything.
It might have been that it wasn't picking you up there. So what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't like these. I don't use checkout, self-serve checkouts, because they've got cameras. I always use the tills, and I'll make them open tills if there's none open.
Yes, you do.
I do, much to the embarrassment of my son.
Yeah. Has he got over that last escapade?
Yeah, I think so. I'm fighting for your jobs, I said out loud. Right, scientists finally admit the COVID vaccines were less effective than claimed. Oh, imagine that. That's news.
Imagine my surprise. That is a new one, right?
Yeah. That's uncanny, isn't it? But you've got to follow the science, don't you?
Science.
The science. Yeah. Man suspected of Travelodge grape is white and British. Well, yeah. Of course he is, because if he hadn't been, it would just have been something like man from Aberdeen suspected of. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny that it's not two-tier reporting at all. It doesn't happen.
Totally normals.
Totally normal. Moving on. Hillary Clinton. We have to stop demonizing each other. Most of that right now in our country's history is coming from the right. Really?
Ah, really? Oh, okay.
Really?
Again, we're in another parallel universe.
We're fucking lost it now. We've got to stop with the finger pointing and the scapegoat. Fucking hell!
Has she had a light bulb moment, our old Hillary?
No, but she's talking about the wrong people, because it's the left that's doing all the fucking scapegoating and pointing. She's lost it. Well, is that her? It doesn't even look like her. It looks like somebody's wearing her skin.
She looks too young.
Yeah, she does look. She does look too young. It's weird.
Maybe that's an old picture or something.
Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton joins Morning Joe. I think it was fairly recently.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. Or maybe it's just the makeup or the lighting or something.
It's fucking good makeup, I'll tell you that. Anyway.
Move on.
Moving on.
Oh, I know what this.
And this isn't old either. September the 25th, 2025. Okay? Afghan refugee goes on hauls to Afghanistan. Then
where apparently he wasn't able to go back to. Just deport him back there, for God's sake.
Well, he couldn't go back to Kabul because Kabul was too dangerous for him. And
apparently. But he could go there for a month.
Then posts all these pictures from him doing fucking sightseeing in Kabul.
God.
Oh. Bloody hell. Right. What does this mean? And you know, I mean, call me shallow, thick and slow, but I don't understand this. Ryan says, here we go with another psyop. Right? Katie Hopkins arrested and may face prison. Katie Hopkins interviewed under caution in relation to her live broadcast of Katie's Arms. So she does this online comedy gig.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, I think she does it on her Instagram.
Yeah, and police get involved and want to interview her about it. What do you mean another psyop?
Oh, well, I know. See,
what is this push?
Okay, so this is the thing that gets on my nerves. So anytime anything happens with certain people. So Tommy Robinson is one of them. Look, I'm not like a massive
Alex Belfield.
I'm not a big Tommy Robinson fan, for God's sake, or anything.
Yeah.
But anytime anything happens with him, her, and some other people, they're always like, it's a psyop. Not everything is a bloody psyop, for fuck's sake. Sorry.
Yeah, well, it can't be. It can't be a psyop. You can run all these psyops. Fucking ridiculous.
Just annoying.
Oh. What you all going to do once communism is achieved? I'm going to be building gardens, teaching classes on my farm, creating organising spaces, cultivating resources for my community. So basically what I'm planning to do anyway, but without fighting capitalism.
Does that person just realise what they've said?
Your farm? Yeah, they don't have a fucking clue. Communism's a great idea when you're not living under it. That's the difference. You know, equality for all until you suddenly have to give up your stuff. You don't own anything anymore. Right. So I'm going to address this
Oh no!
delicately. I hope. Right.
This
okay.
is the whole Tylenol shenanigans and these
Yeah.
people on TikTok.
So President Trump made a statement backed up by his Secretary of Health, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
RFK Jr.
Which I don't think there's a definitive answer here, because there are studies that indicate that there may be some involvement, and other studies that indicate that there probably isn't any, right? So I don't think we have a definitive answer, which is fine. That's fine. Right?
No, and that's okay. But even Tylenol, they've been posting themselves saying that they said, but they had a post back in 2018, 17, whatever, saying, do not take this when you're pregnant. I kind of thought, so I know I've never had a kid, but there's a bit of a thing that you don't take medication, etc., etc. I'm going to go in the dark.
Yeah, you
my light is dying, Vaughn.
Oh my god, you don't take any medication if you can possibly avoid it if you're pregnant. You know, that's that's kind of given, isn't it?
Sorry, one of my lights is dying. I've got my trusty assistant. Thank you, Vaughn.
Thank you. Well done, Vaughn. You didn't even see him this time. That's good.
No, I know.
So, yeah, you don't take anything when you're pregnant, do you?
No, exactly.
If you can avoid it, unless you take it under medical advice. And even then...
You don't want to harm your unborn baby.
Yeah, because medical advice can be wrong. I mean, it was wrong with thalidomide, right?
And there's like all these videos, and they're all like chugging back this Tylenol, and they're like bumps, and I'm just like, are these people like so deranged in their head?
And I've got to give you a public service announcement here.
Okay, sorry.
And this isn't for our audience particularly, but
for YouTube. Oh, sorry.
This isn't even for YouTube. This is for sanity's sake, right? And it's not medical advice, but it's based on medical advice, right? Because do not do any of these stupid TikTok challenges that are like, you have people, as you said, chugging Tylenol, because paracetamol, which is Tylenol. Is a horrible way to die if you overdose. Because if you don't get the antidote within 8 hours, that's it. You are going to die, and it's going to take 3 or 4 days. But you're going to have killed your liver, and you're just generally going to die. So don't do it. Don't take drugs except under medical advice, please.
And the other thing is as well, because I was watching an American commentator thing yesterday, and they're saying, okay, so these are TikToks. The guys could just be, chewing a sweet for all we know, and then just holding a bottle of whatever you call it, Tylenol. And then they may not even be chugging Tylenol, and they're just doing a scare. But then what if some person actually thinks, yeah, this is okay, and actually does it for real?
And right, I'm sorry, I'm just messaging somebody on the vertical here.
Oh. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, sorry, right. It's just he asked if I knew about Modi. I don't know if something's happened. Has anything happened to Modi? I don't know.
I know of.
Some chap called Excelsior made a message, but he's retracted them now. I don't know.
What, as in like the Indian Prime Minister?
Yeah. He said, do you know what's happened to Modi? Or do you know about Modi? Or something. I don't know if anything's happened or not. Anybody could check it up if they wanted. Hey. The next one, moving on to a more serious topic. The Danish army did an IQ test.
Oh, okay.
Right, amongst their soldiers, and they grouped the results by first name.
They grouped the results by what?
First name.
Oh no! So it's going to be like the whole.
No
disrespect, but it's going to be really complicated names.
No, all the guys down here, right, are called Mohammed or Ahmed.
Oh, sorry. Right. Okay. Sorry. Didn't pick up on that.
So that's pretty bad. All these guys down here
Oh
That's
dear.
why I was thinking this today. You know, it's like just one of these. There's one of these things that comes to you. You know, maybe when you're sitting in the toilet or something. Why do you only ever hear people called Ahmed or Ahmed or Mohammed? You know, there's always a variation of those two names. You don't really get that many others. Weird,
Were they all names of Muhammad then or something in the
Prophet.
Quran?
Prophet.
I don't know. I haven't got a clue.
Muhammad.
I'm sure somebody in the chat will probably tell us.
Yeah, yeah. So what's up? Is Emma away? Bye, Emma.
Bye, Emma.
Oh no, he's just not harsh. He was saying bye to Johnny and John.
Oh, bye, Journeying John.
Bye, Johnny and John. He's away to tend to heads
okay.
every need and whim.
Thank you, Journeying John.
I hope not.
Good man.
He might have some strange whims, JJ. Don't let him tempt you to the dark side.
Yeah, leave those goals alone.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Right, where am I? Yeah, so these are all funny names. Yeah, these are all like
Danish names?
Yeah, Danish names.
But also, is it because
Adrian and Samuel and Mickey?
But also, is the fact that they're all kind of like clustered from the middle to the top to do with a certain IQ level?
Well, that's exactly what it is. But these are the ones with the low IQs down here, and these are the ones with the kind of median IQs.
Indeed. Say no more.
Indeed. Right.
Next slide, please.
I think that's what speaks for itself. It's more or less right, isn't it? Now, here's one for you fucking network people out there. You network infrastructure people. This is a crime. Look at this.
What the heck?
That's network cables. The bastards have done that too.
Where is that?
Fucking horrible. I don't know where it is, but
please don't tell me that's in Italy, isn't it? They've ruined that old building, for fuck's sake.
This warrants the death penalty, says
it definitely does.
He's right.
Hell?
That's shocking.
That's disgraceful.
Mm-hmm.
He should have been sacked.
Yeah, that's pretty poor. Nothing wrong there, says Vaughn. Yeah, sure thing, mate.
Yeah, whatever, Vaughn.
Anything wrong with us, mate? Anything wrong with us? Look at the fucking state of that.
What the heck is that?
I've spent 50k on 100 ops. My face is perfect and I hate being with ugly people.
Has he looked in the mirror?
I mean...
What's with the eyebrows? Seriously? And what's with his forehead is really weird as well. Like, oh my god.
Why does he think that's perfect? Is that a good looking face, girls?
No, it's plastic. It just looks weird.
It does look weird. It's just fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous that anyone would do that to themselves and think they look good. Apparently done 100 operations, soldier. 100 operations. That's just bizarre.
I'd be looking for a refund.
I know. Welcome to 20. Yeah, this is like narcissism going wrong, isn't it?
Oh, totally.
Oh, jeez. It looks like a half-melted Labubu.
Oh,
is that how you say it? Labubu?
Labubu.
Labubu.
Oh, God.
50k is pretty cheap and it shows. Oh, Ray, do you speak
that?
from experience?
Who said that?
Ray.
Oh, Ray.
Cool. Right, okay. EQ eyebrows, yeah. Right. Boston City Councillor Sharon Durkin says she hasn't rode her bike in months because she's traumatised after someone called her fat.
Well, guess what, love? You're fat.
You can stand to lose a few pounds, fatty. What the fuck?
Sorry.
If you don't tell people the truth, then you know, how would they ever know?
Oh, good grief.
Oh, yeah. So, I saw this today and I thought it was quite humorous. It pretty much sums up. I don't do mine either. I really don't. And
No, a lot
they're
of people
never ill.
don't.
They're never ill. They get fed raw, and they're never
That
ill.
should be.
And then they don't have any tooth problems or teeth problems or anything. They
Yeah.
don't even get tartar in their teeth because they just eat raw. Oh. NHS workers made £412,000 with counterfeit CV certificates.
Oh.
3 men were given prison sentence for falsifying vaccine records for 847 people so they
wow.
could escape lockdown restrictions and travel abroad. Nothing stopped you going abroad, mate. I went abroad.
Only you complying with the nonsense.
I wasn't complying with anything because...
No, I don't mean you. I mean the
they
people who were getting the dodgy certificates.
Yeah.
I don't mean you, John.
Sorry. But you could get abroad without a certificate. All you had to do was go. Well, that's awkward. Yeah, we've used this before, but...
Oops.
Oh dear. I didn't see that one coming. There you go, men today. That's that guy that's had the face jobs, isn't it?
Yes.
That's sad. So this is dogs for you, isn't it? Someone dropped a sausage roll here approximately 1 year ago. We have to check daily in case it's regenerated. That is exactly what dogs
Bottle of the
do.
poochies.
Oh.
Hang on. Is there still a smell of a flipping sausage roll after a year? What?
No, there won't be a smell, but the dog will remember that he got a feed here a year ago and he'll just keep coming back and checking just in case, you know?
There's another one.
Yeah, somebody might have dropped another sausage roll here because they've done it once. It could happen again.
Oh yeah, I saw this one.
So this image is currently trending on Japanese Twitter, apparently.
Yeah.
That's bad because Japan was one of the last holdouts, I thought.
I really feel sorry for Japan, but at least they're actually they are fighting back and they're getting out and they're protesting. So
and that guy, their prime minister, resigned because of it, I think.
Yeah.
So I've only got 2 slides left. Here we go. We've got conformity is doing what everyone else is doing regardless of what's right. Morality is doing what is right regardless of what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
That's a good message to live by.
Don't be a sheep.
Don't be a sheep.
Meh.
And as we approach deer hunting season, people on the farms in America are getting everything set up for it.
Oh no. How could you think that's a deer?
It's a joke, Shalini. It's a joke.
Don't.
But it is quite good. Because people hunting for deer tend to be trigger happy. I don't know, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Right, anyway, that's all the slides. Darling. Let's see. Have you got anything else you want to talk about?
It was nice. It was really good seeing Ed.
It was good seeing Ed.
Thank you, Ed, for popping in or popping back, I should
great
say.
Yeah. What time is it? You want to keep going for?
It is 1/2 the hour of 10 o'clock, nearly.
Do you want to keep going or you want to stop?
Yeah, I'm all right for now.
Right, let's have a look at this then.
Was there anything about that muddy thing or whatever?
Muddy? I haven't seen anything.
But you said the guy took his message out.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, shall I see how much the petition is doing?
Yeah, do that because did you vote for the we reject this? What's it called?
Let me see if I can find it.
Digital ID. Did you sign the petition? I never signed petitions, but I did sign it.
So the petition is now at 1,481,792. No, wait, sorry. It's just changed literally as I was reading that out. It's 1,481-924. My God, it keeps changing. Good grief. Right, anyway, so it's over 1.4 million.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it at that. Right, what else has happened in the world? Let's see if there's anything about that Modi thing. I shall check.
News.
You guys out there heard anything about it? No? Anybody in the chat?
There's nothing in news in Twitter or X, whatever the hell you call it.
Kicked off a massive development blitz in Rajasthan, inaugurating projects worth over 122,000. Don't see anything. He's been hyping the 11th anniversary of Make in India. How he's just stopped manufacturing startups. I don't like Modi. I don't trust him. Tariff tension with the US. Trump's team slapped hikes on Indian textiles and seafood. But Modi's fired back, vowing no companies on farmers' interests. And a US congressman piped up saying Trump respects Modi a lot and a deal's incoming. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Nah, I don't see anything. Nothing exciting. Right. Okay. Nothing in the next that Ray's seen. Yeah, I think everything's storming a D cup, as they say. Oh. So, thank you very much, Shalini, for joining me for this.
You're more than welcome.
And it was
thanks for having me, co-host.
As you said, it was great to see Ed. Absolutely.
Yes, it was lovely. It was great. It was great seeing Ed.
And that's a good message. It's a good message to end the evening on, as Beats and Tapes would say. Just remember, it's all for the greater good.
All for the greater good.
For the greater good. It's been great for you.